Having people over for a brunch. The folks at Branching Out in Appleton are going to show us a nice way to decorate the table.
Good morning, Amy. I'm here to tell you about a great centerpiece, something easy that anybody can do that for a weekend brunch or party or get together that you're having. It could be used for anything. Starting out with a low glass bowl, and what I've done is I've taped the bottom with clear tape on the inside so that when you glue your foam into it, it'll stick to that tape and not to the glass. So then when you remove it, you can peel the tape out and you won't ruin your glass with all that sticky glue. So I glued my foam down in there, and then I'm going to do, I have some green sheet moss here that I've soaked in water so it's nice and pliable. And this is just going to get tucked down all around the outside, all around the edges, so that when you look through the glass, you're not going to see that green foam. Just a great way to cover your mechanics. So you're going to tuck that all around the inside. And the sheet moss comes all dry and brittle, but once you soak it in water, it gets nice and soft and pliable again. It comes back to life. So then I'm going to add some water down into that just to make sure the foam is nice and soaked so that the flowers have a good water source. You always want to make sure that you keep that watered. And then I'm going to start out by using this great, it's sort of a viney moss. It's great to use in any floral arrangement. You can use it so many ways. And the way I'm going to use this is I'm going to stick it in one side here and then spiral it around and then stick it right back into the same area so that it creates sort of like a bird's nest effect. I'm going to do that with one more piece. Starting it on a different side. And this one I'm going to leave loose for right now. And I'm going to come back with some curly willow. This is fresh curly willow, so it's still pliable and easy to bend. I'm going to kind of do the same idea with this. Just bend it around and make different loops and get great dimension and texture with it. Some of the pieces you can just leave, sort of free form. Just intertwine them and wind them up. And then this last piece that I have, I'm going to come back and sort of wind through the curly willow so it's not so flat. Create sort of a dome over the center of the bowl. And then I'm going to come back, and it's really, really simple. Anybody can do this. I'm just going to pave some flowers in there. And I have some hydrangeas. And this was one full hydrangea that I cut up into multiple pieces, and it has all these little breaks on there that you can go in and cut those up and get smaller clusters, which work great for this. So you're just going to pave these in rows. You're going to use your flowers and make rows with them. You can sort of, do them at an angle. They don't have to be straight lines. Get one more piece of the hydrangea. So you can kind of see the idea. And then I'm going to take one large Gerbera daisy just to break up the lines and put that in first before I finish it off. Now we have some really, really pretty hot pink roses, long stem roses. You can use spray roses or any color. And those are going to go right alongside of the hydrangeas. Just following the same line that you created with the hydrangeas. And for some added contrast, I have some purple Matsumoto asters that I'm going to do on the opposite side of the roses. And this doesn't take long either, as you can see. It's a very simple arrangement. Very easy to do, and a lot of times the flowers last longer if the stems are shorter and stuck right down into the foam. because the water goes right up to the head of the flower then. It doesn't have that long stem to travel through. And then to top it off, I have some lime green Kermit pomps. And I'm going to bring down, which look really great against the orange Gerbera daisy. I'm going to bring these around to the other side of the white hydrangeas. Just sort of fill in your foam. So you get the basic idea, and you can use any flowers that you want. So I have a finished product, and what I did is I placed it down on top of a piece of sheet moss to kind of create that natural effect onto your table. And you can add some candles around here. You can use different colors, whatever colors that you want to use for a baby shower, weekend brunch, you name it. But it's just a great, easy idea that anyone can do.